Hi, welcome to the Pioneer Spotlight. I'm Josh Croup. Each week here from the Center for Media Innovation at Point Park University, we feature a Point Park Pioneer team, athlete, or coach. And this week, we're calling an audible. We're bringing in the Director of Athletic Communications and the Assistant Athletic Director here at the university. His name is Kevin Taylor, and he's here to talk about all things Point Park athletics. Kevin, thanks for coming
Josh,
down.
thanks for having me very much.
A big weekend for Point Park sports this weekend. Before we talk about you and your role a little bit, let's talk about this huge weekend all around, starting with volleyball at home.
Yeah, Josh, it's the best time of year. The end of fall, they're hitting their final stretch of the regular season, and even basketball begins this weekend. But huge volleyball weekend at home, Friday night at 7 p.m. The Pioneers are basically going for the division lead versus IU East, so we'll make sure we pack the Student Center gym as much as we can, 7 p.m. And then noon on Saturday, they have their Volley for Vision versus Ohio Christian, and soccer at Carlo over there at Highmark, 11:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. We've got to finish strong with wins there to secure the playoff spots. And off week for cross country, but they're getting ready for conference championships next week. So huge weekend.
And you mentioned Volley for Vision. Describe what Volley for Vision is and what the purpose of Saturday's volleyball game is.
Charitable cause for Volley for Vision, supporting Team Cassie of the Pittsburgh Foundation. All proceeds go to that. Team Cassie supports the special needs community within the Pittsburgh area. A lot of fun things going on. Volley for Vision has been going on for so long, but a couple new wrinkles this year. Check out the website to read all about it, pointparksports.com. But there's going to be a special needs clinic afterwards, and they're going to present their first ever written grant to a local organization here, so check that out.
That's wonderful. And you mentioned pointparksports.com. This is the first full season for the brand new website, and before going through the pointpark.edu site, now brand new website that you can control and do a ton of stuff with. What does this new website bring to the department?
It's been a great development, pointparksports.com, and I feel like we're hitting our stride here as we hit this time of year. But you know, the trend has been towards athletics-only websites throughout the country, and SID Help is the leader for website providers within the NAI. They do our conference, they do the NAI site, and SID Help built us a great site, and it's on us to pack it with content and through videos such as this, or the recaps and stats and things like that. It's much more user-friendly for our fans, much more attractive and easier on our end too to churn out the content and just kind of get it to our fans and integrate it with the social media. It's all been such a positive.
What's your favorite part about the new website?
I love the video tab, which videos such as this one right from the homepage or the team page. Of course, you have your top stories on that tab, but right over there on the if you click on video, it takes you to the latest videos that people really want to see that. And I guess tied for that with the best feature is the site is responsively designed, meaning whether you're on your computer, laptop, phone, tablet, the site will recognize the screen size, and it will be the same on across all platforms as far as the viewer experience.
Brand new website this year, also brand new home venue for the men's and women's basketball teams right across the river at CCAC Allegheny. You've been there to check it out. Describe the facility for fans and why they should go check it out this season.
Much closer and much easier to get over there. You know, whenever we have those weeknight doubleheaders, there's no more of the having to block out 5 hours just to go out there and see the Pioneers play in basketball. But less than 2 miles away, CCAC Allegheny, you can take the T for free and get over there, and free admission for all students, a great venue, and I think our teams are going to be pretty exciting this year. So women's home opener a week from Sunday, November 5th, the Steelers bye week at 1 p.m. Men's home opener, they start off on the road, but November 22nd, the night before Thanksgiving, they kick things off there.
And if you're not able to make it over to CCAC Allegheny, you're a fan watching in California or across the pond in London, there's a thing called the Point Park Sports Network that you kind of got kicked up a few years ago, and it's really developed. Talk about the development of the Point Park Sports Network and live streaming of Pioneer Athletics here.
Well, first a shout out to all the great students such as yourself who are on there with play-by-play or color. We have great student talent, camera operators, producers that I feel like we have a really good product there with the Point Park Sports Network, and we thank all our viewers. But make sure you check out pointparksports.com/live and become a subscriber. You'll get the whole basketball season for about $1 a game you can subscribe for. So it's a pretty good deal for the out-of-town fan or anybody watching at home.
The basketball teams, all the teams here on campus play in the River States Conference, formerly known as the KIAC, and you're the sports information director of the entire conference as well, wearing a lot of hats. How does that role as RSC SID kind of take you to the next level in your career professionally?
Well, I don't know if it was so much about myself, but I did know that as the River States Conference, or then Kentucky Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, the former name, I felt like we needed to kind of take it to the next step towards more widespread coverage and marketability of the River States Conference. And I feel like we've been able to do that. And as the conference increases, that has benefits for each campus school, such as Point Park and all the others. And we're very excited about the conference. Has really grown each of the campuses, and it lifts up the whole league. So the River States Conference, definitely in the last couple of years, has been an emerging conference in the NAI, and it's just been fun to be a part of that, to serve that role.
And exactly. Finally, we'll end with this: the emergence of this River States Conference, the growth that it's shown, right alongside the growth of Point Park's athletic department. Where do you see the department of the conference going in the future years? What are your hopes for it?
Well, as we kick up basketball is a great example, but both from the conference and our campus, we kind of want to be at the top. Point Park wants to, in all 17 of our sports, we strive to compete among the top teams and be one of the top 2 or 3 or first place in the conference. And the hope is that the River States continues to emerge and gain more and more respect as a top conference within the NAI.
Well, be sure to check out pointparksports.com, as we mentioned, for all of the latest developments across the athletics department. Follow us on Twitter, social media, Facebook, Instagram, all the likes at Point Park Sports to see all of the fine work put together by our student athletes on the fields and courts this season. Kevin Taylor, thank you so much for coming
Thank you,
down.
Josh.